And we realized that our cost to manage the backups cost more than us actually providing the backup service. It was really upside down. The time spent was not effective. So how could we then become more efficient and automate it? That was our next step in our cycle. So what partner could help us automate it? What would be the most cost-effective way to deploy it and manage it? So we literally had dedicated NOC resources monitoring these backups, and the amount of time we spent to fix them was atrocious. I mean, they just never ran effectively. So I think a lot of it is the comfort to know that something works, especially during a disaster, is really key. I think in our previous product, it was like, oh Lord, something changed in the environment and the product didn't catch up. So we literally don't have these files. What are we going to say to the customer? That's the worst feeling in a world to have, especially at a technical level, but at an owner level or an account management level, it's really difficult to second guess. How is this operating in their, facility? And I think the comfort level to know that we don't have to wake up and we have a disaster like crypto or something like that, and to know that it just works is really the comfort that allows us to sleep at night. Whereas we haven't had that comfort before. You're always kind of looking over your shoulder going, that was our previous life, till we migrated to a solution that can actually do what it says it can do and actually operates and keeps the data integrity at a good level. It really allows. Those NOC people that are monitoring those backups are saying they literally would spend all day just getting backups to stay in sync. And now it's to the point that we have like 40% open utilization in the NOC because we're not checking backups. And on an engineering side, we don't have to have an engineer do the recovery anymore. We can have a non-six-figure salary doing the recovery, and more of a $40,000 employee. That obviously cuts down a lot of expense. So our search was really based around how do we integrate into our stack and the tools that we use, and how to effectively cut down the manpower time. How do we respond to our customers effectively? How do we feel good that it's actually running and we can get consistent alerting and monitoring from it? So that was one component. And response time, how effective were they on answering our questions? And then, the third was obviously, what did it cost? How are we going to convert our customers? And what does that conversion look like? And how does the partner work with us to make that conversion? So that was an effective, enticing piece for us, that the partner cared enough to be able to help us work through that journey and gave us some ability to do that, to not go financially poor during the kind of transition. And then on the third aspect was, did it work? I mean, did it effectively hit the mark of what our client was expecting? And to us, we didn't want a one-to-one ratio, no pun intended. We wanted to give them more advanced features with a greater response from our perspective. And I think the product allowed us to do that, kind of checked all the marks. We had a partner that was willing to be responsive and to put effort into us, at the same time help us during the conversion, and third, give us a product that worked and was integrated into our tool sets that we worked with. So we felt that the partnership was great because it looked like our vendor that we partnered with had made smart decisions on all of their stacks and made concerted effort to integrate them, which was the key to our point. Meaning we wanted one pane of glass for our NOC technicians to log into and be able to manage our backups and our tool sets and our reporting. And it allowed us to do that.